Hello, good morning everyone. Thank you for coming to join me today. Start of a new project. I'm going to be doing a couple of winter journals, and I've been playing for a couple of days, trying to do something different. I like to try and challenge myself to do something different once in a while. And I watched a video by, I think it was Olucinda Scraps, and I'll put a link to her video below, for making this cover, which is what I've started to do. Something different for me because it's all made out of paper and card. So the corrugated bit is actually an instant ink box. I'm on the instant ink program that I've taken some of the paper off and gessoed it. I'm not very good at mixed media, so it's really outside my comfort zone. And then the back of it is folded brown paper, so paper like this that you literally just fold like so. If you watch the video from Olucinda Scraps below, so this, I don't know if you can see, is this here. Can you see the wrinkles in it? So you do that as long as you want it to be. Put that on it and you've got your cover. Ta-da! Just like that. And it took me ages because it's just outside my comfort zone. I just don't do mixed media very often, but I have enjoyed it. It ended up not being quite as wide as I wanted it to be to accommodate the journals to a double signature. I just needed to add an extension onto it. So what I did was I put some card on the inside and just extended it past the line. Put a couple of pockets on it, one at the front, one at the back. And I think I've just got to sew this into here. That's going to get stitched in. And I've used a range of papers here from Amy, Crafty Cat. So I've used a range of her papers from her winter kits, and I've just put them in. There's a glassine bag, different papers in there. So they both follow similar format. And so I think what I'm going to do as a thank you to you all, I've just done one giveaway, and I think I'm going to do this as a giveaway as well. So I'm not going to advertise it as a giveaway. I'm just going to do a draw on one of the videos of my winter journals, and I'm not going to decorate it, but I will send it out with some bits and pieces so that somebody can decorate it themselves. So that's my plan. So let me just move you up a tiny tad. I hope you can see all right. It is quite a sunny day here in the UK today, but it's not bright in my room, so I have got my light on, so hopefully you can see. So as I say, I'm going to do a couple of winter journals, so journal 1, journal 2. These kits are from Amy Crafty Cat, and she's got 3 winter kits, and that one is her latest one. Off the top of my head, my brain's gone blank, so I can't recall what it's called, but I'll list them all below, and I'll put a link to her website where you can find them. That's one of her other kits, and then there's some other pages in here. So I've used a mix of all 3. And as I've said before, when you're using kits from the same designer, they just match so well together. So this is what I'm going to do. I've put the pages together. Say this one's got mostly the new kit in, but it has got pages from the other kits as well. Something like Winter's Past it was called. I will list them, I promise. I've just got myself a Sears and Roebuck catalogue. Get in. I'm over the moon with it. My husband thinks it's terrible that I'm going to be cutting it up. It's obviously a reprint, but it's a reprint of the 1902 Sears and Roebuck. And it had gloves in it, which I thought was ideal for a winter journal. So that's gone in there. Just odd papers. That's a napkin over a book page, and it's got music paper on the back, so that can be used to write on. Window envelope looking through to that gorgeous little girl or boy. So yeah, that's one of them. And then this is the other one. As you can see, I'm hoping to I sat yesterday afternoon and sewed beads on things, and gosh, did it take me ages. And I pinged the beads. I got them on a tray on my knee, and I caught them with my hand, and they went all over the floor. So that was yesterday afternoon, was trying to find all the little tiny seed beads. This is the other one. So this one's mostly got this kit in. I'm sorry, I knew I should have written them down because I knew them in my mind and then I've forgotten. So both from Amy from Crafty Cat. These other papers that I've got are from Lorna. No, they're not. They're not from Lorna Taylor. Manu. They're from Manu Designs, I think. One of the winter pages. I have printed some of Lorna's lace doily papers that I'm going to use. That's why I got that in my mind. Again, window envelope. Sears, Roebuck, gloves. Winter journal, you've got to have gloves. So you can see they're both following similar format. That was tracing paper there with the snowflakes on. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I thought I'd just bring you along with me. This is something else that I sat and did yesterday. I wanted to put an edge on some of the plain papers. And that's going to be like that. So let me move up a little bit. I hope you can see it. So I've used the leaf trim that I've got in white and I've sewn sequins and beads on it. And that's just going to go on the edges of those pages. So I got cat. Well, it took me all afternoon yesterday. So I've got those all nice and shiny and glittery if they show up. So they're going to go in. Let me get them out of the way. I've got a couple of, as I said, tabs that are going on, and they'll go through the journals as well. So I've been procrastinating about these, what to do, for a little while. I don't know why, because once I get going, I'm fine. So I'm just going to get going, I think. I watched Gail Agostinelli, and she was making a little, I can't remember who she'd seen it from. And I'm not going to find the mock ones that I did, am I? Let me just see if I can find them. Okay, so I'm back. What Gail had done was she used a piece of 12 by 12 card, and I can't remember who it was that Gail saw, but I'll link Gail's video below. If I remember, I'll try to. And she'd cut it and then folded it. You can't really see with this paper because it's white, but you get lots of different tucks on it. So that's kind of what I was thinking that I would make, to go one each to go in each of those journals. I haven't got 12 by 12 paper. So what I've done is I've copied double-sided onto a piece of paper. I think this paper is, I don't know what, it's more, I think it's 120, this paper, and it's what I usually use. It's presentation paper. So I haven't got 12 by 12, so I'm just going to use this. I've took the white edge off it, and the way that I did it was, the way that Gail did it on a 12 by 12 was you measure 4 inches up that way, 4 inches that way, and then cut on that diagonal and then fold it. So what I thought I would do is I'm just going to cut on mine. I want it to be the same, don't I? What did I do on this? I did about 2 inches, so let's get a pencil. So I think what I might do, I am going to go 2 inches. So I'm going to go 2 inches there. I know I can use this board. People keep telling me you can use your board. Old habits die hard. And I like my quilt ruler. So I've made a mark there. And I've made a mark there. So I'm just going to cut that. And then because Gail was using 12 by 12, she could fold hers on her scoreboard at 333. My maths is horrendous. I'm not very good at it. So the way that I've done it is I'm going to fold it in half as well as I can. And then I'm just going to fold that one back on itself. And then I'm going to turn it over and fold that one. And there we have it. So you can see I've got a tuck, a tuck, a tuck. And if you were to put it on a page, you could have it as a tuck there. I liked what Gail did in that she made one of these writing space and left it open. And because that's light and you could write on that, I might very well leave that, not glue that down. So I'm going to, for now, I am going to glue this one to make pockets. So you can see it's a really quick, glue stuck together, isn't it? It is a really quick project. And I thought that would be something different to go on a page, and I can make some tags to go in it in a bit. Probably put too much glue on there. So that's a pocket there. I'm going to leave that open because I think I want that for writing space. And I'm going to make this top one, the bigger one, a pocket as well. I know this is only a fine nib, a fine end, but the glue does tend to come out of it quite quick. There we go. There. So there's going to be a tuck spot there, a tuck spot there, and if I put it on a page this side, so come on Carol, get a grip. If I was to put it there, you could have that as a tuck spot there as well. So 1, 2, you could open it there and have that as writing space, or decorate it, and a tuck spot there. So that's one made, yay. And then this one, I do like this, so I could fold it the same way. I quite like the light against the dark, and I'm not sure that I want the dark against the light. Sorry, that would be the wrong way, wouldn't it? You'd be folding it that way. No, it's still wrong. Turn it over, upside down. So you would go like that. That would be it. The dark against the light. And then that would be still for writing on, wouldn't it? That's still the same. You know, sometimes things fraggle my head a little bit. Right, I'm going to switch you off while I think about this. Okay, I think I've got that sorted. So obviously folding it the opposite way, you get the dark with the light. And then turn that and fold it that way. I bet that's still not right, is it? Yes, it is. So it's opposite, isn't it? So we've got the light where we've got the dark. So this would go on the opposite page, but it's still the same. And that would still be open and you could still write on that. So I'm happy with that. So I'll just stick these down as well. So I hope I didn't confuse you totally on that, even though I confused myself. It's just folding in opposite directions. I think it's like patting your tummy and rubbing your head or whatever it is. I can never get things like that right. I think our brains just sometimes work in different ways, don't they? So I'm going to leave that one open to write on. Oh, no, I'm not. It would be that one, wouldn't it? But that's okay because I can put some paler paper on there. Although I do like that. It's still going to be stuck. I'm going to do this different. Yeah, I am going to add that one. I'm going to put a tuck on there. Dare to be different, Carol. So this would be the same. You can always put a little paper clip on it if it annoyed you that it flapped open. So then I've got a tuck spot just there, I've got a tuck spot just there, and then that one will open out and it can be written on if you wanted to. So that's a piece of ephemera made for each little journal. Put that in my box. In this one, I don't want to lose that because I'd made it especially to go on this one. I think what I'm going to put on here Well, I've thought about putting that as a window envelope, looking through to that, and then having it as a flip open and doing it that way. Because I like that little house. So that would go on there. Excuse me. That would flip open that way. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little house there. And then it could still be a tuck spot just there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me just pause you a moment. Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to sit and think about how I want this to work. I could do it like that and have that flipped that way, so that when you open that, you can see that and you've got a tuck spot there. But I'm kind of thinking what I want to do is have it like that, so that that flips open there, so that you can see the house through it. And I think that would be writing space on there. But maybe then to have that flip out as well, so that I'm not covering that. So I'm going to make it like that and see where it takes me. I think that's what I'm going to do. Haven't thought about papers. Gosh, this is going to take me forever and a day, isn't it? To try and think what I'm doing. Just seen that actually there, and I think that might be nice. Right, just do it, Carolyn. If you don't like it, it's not the end of the world, is it? So if that wants to be about 4 inches, so if I have that at about 4 inches, and this is about 8 inches I need it to be. But if it's not, then I can collage it, can't I? Nothing needs to be perfect. Keep telling yourself. I think sometimes it's hard for me. I want things to look right. I think that's why I just can't do the grunge style very well. I want to just neaten everything up all the time. So if I was to put that on there, like so, that will fold where those children are, but that's okay. And then we've got writing space just there. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. Bit of glue. Bit of glue, and then it's a start, isn't it? First piece of paper down in the journal. Oops. So I hope you're all doing okay. I've wanted to use these papers for a while. I do like Amy's papers. They always inspire me to have a go at something. I'm just going to put some of this other glue on there, because that's that cellophane bit. Paper doesn't always, I find, want to stick to the cellophane bit. And then I'm going to put this on there. Am I up to that window? I think I am. Oh, look at that, I've got glue smeared on it. Never mind, it comes off. It will come off. Don't panic, Carol. Yeah, it's come off. Phew! And I haven't got the white on that side, so that's okay. It overhangs a little bit, that's okay. I'll trim it down when I've done. First piece down. Well done. I need something. I like these glue stamps that she has in her kit. I haven't cut any of the strips off this. As I say, I wasn't sure what I was going to do before I turned the camera on to all of you. It's about 45 inches. 3/4 of an inch-ish. I'm going to cut it that bit bigger. Cut some of that edge off. Don't want it to... Try and be more accurate, Carol. Yeah, 45. So I'll cut a bit off that side and a bit off the other side. Yeah, that's better. I'll do it up to there. I did have some scissors over here hiding. So that's going to go on there. I think that with the writing on can go on that bit. So let's get that down. Everything is just collapsing around me. Not good. Oops. I'm going to put a little bit of that glue on there as well. That's okay. I want that. Put my scissors down again, folks. Do you know, I'm sure there's a gremlin in here somewhere. Do a little torn edge on that one. Yep. I know you're going to see the grey corners on this, but I'm not going to worry about it. You can't get rid of everything all the time, can you? Maybe you can. What I mean is I can't distress them. It's okay. I don't want to fold this in half until that bit's, I can see my fold line there, until that bit's dry, otherwise, because I'm going to get a crease all the way down that little girl's face if I do, and I don't want that. Something to go here. I'm not going to have a pocket or anything on this piece. I might try to get that doily, but my time's ticking, isn't it? Let me just switch you off while I cut this piece out. Okay, so I've got that piece cut out. Stick it, oh, glue, a glue glob. Try and line that up with that. I didn't put any of my glue on, did I? I think I just worry that with it being the cellophane that the glue stick won't work. I think it actually does. I think I sometimes worry a little bit too much. There we go. There we go. Right, so I want to trim that to the right size. Oops, I've thrown that ruler on the floor. And I think I will risk. Shall I risk that being dry? I think it's okay actually. Can't see it creasing. Nope. It's not level there because this is lower than that. I hadn't thought of that when I did it, did I? But I think that's okay, because I'm going to put a tab up there to show that this is open, so I'm not going to worry about that. It'll have a tab on it. I can always extend it, can't I? So that's going to go, was it in this one? On there. It is slightly too long, look. Ever so slightly. It's really hard to see when I've got my camera over it, but that's going to open that way, and then I'm somehow going to hinge it that way. So if I'm going to hinge it that way, I need to cover all of that, don't I? Oh, gosh, golly. I hadn't thought about that. That's fine. That's fine. I was thinking I might put that on there, but I might be better. That's not going to fit. I'd need to cut that, then have something else above. Or I just have it as a flip out and still a tuck spot. I am really undecided. Talk about blithering while I'm on the video. I really don't know how I want to do it. I don't know if I want to stick it down 3 sides and have it as a tuck spot just there. You still flap that out, or whether I want to have it so that that can come out all the way. I think that's what I want to do, but I need to think about what's going to go on here. So I think what I'm going to do is leave you at this stage. Sorry, folks. Actually, I've just seen, I've got a box of bits and pieces that I've cut out from the kit, and I've just seen this little thing, Little Wonders on Ice, and I think I want to stick that on there. So I'm going to do that as my last bit with you today, and then I'm going to sit myself in a dark room and think about how I want to do this. I don't think I've done one like this before. Maybe I should have done the prototype on my own and then shown you how brilliant how brilliant it was once I'd done it. But that's okay, isn't it? That is okay. I'm just going to put her like that on there. So I'm happy with that, and now I need to think what I'm going to do. So thank you ever so much for coming to join me again. I hope you like what you can see that I'm doing, even though I'm getting my knickers in a knot with it. Wouldn't be me if I didn't. So take care, folks, and I will see you next time. Bye.